Good evening. This is All India Radio. I am Valsa Williams and with me is Gaurav Sharma with the evening news. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurates Kushinagar International Airport in Uttar Pradesh. Says it will ease journey to the land of Lord Buddha. Government has political will to attack on corruption. Continuous improvement is carried out at administrative level, says Prime Minister. India is fast approaching 100 crore COVID-19 vaccine doses milestone. Over 99 crore 12 lakh COVID vaccine doses administered so far. Death toll in rain-related incidents rises to 52 in Uttarakhand. Relief and rescue operations are in full swing. President Ramnath Kovind to participate in centenary celebration of Bihar Legislative Assembly building tomorrow. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar calls on Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett. UPSC opens helpline for candidates belonging to SC, ST, OBC, EWS and persons with benchmark disabilities. 52nd International Film Festival of India to be held in Goa in hybrid format from November 20th to 28th. And in Men's T20 Cricket World Cup, India beat Australia by 8 wickets in second warm-up match in Dubai. As India is on the verge of vaccinating 100 crore people against COVID-19, All India Radio salutes all the doctors, nurses and others who made this possible. At the same time, we caution our listeners that the battle against COVID is not yet over. We appeal to our listeners to get fully vaccinated at the earliest and also help others get vaccinated. During the festival season, please follow these 3 simple steps. Wear a face mask, maintain 2 gaz ki duri for social distancing, focus on hand and face hygiene. For any COVID-related information and guidance, contact National Helpline numbers 011-2397-8046 and 1075. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today inaugurated Kushinagar International Airport in Uttar Pradesh and laid the foundation stone of Rajkiya Medical College, along with inaugurating and laying the foundation of various development projects. The Prime Minister also attended a program held to mark the Abhidhamma Divas in the Mahaparinirvan Temple, in which eminent monks from Southeast Asian countries were also present. The Prime Minister also offered floral respect to the reclining statue of Lord Buddha. Inaugurating the Kushinagar International Airport, the Prime Minister said that India is the centre of Buddhist faith and the inauguration of Kushinagar International Airport today is a tribute to Buddhism. He said the holy land of Kushinagar is now connected with the world. He added that India is committed to develop the regions related to Buddhism and is working continuously to provide better connectivity to these holy places.
विश्व भर के बौद्ध समाज की श्रद्धा का, आस्था का, प्रेरणा का केंद्र है. आज कुशीनगर इंटरनेशनल एयरपोर्ट की ये सुविधा एक प्रकार से उनकी श्रद्धा को अर्पित पुष्पांजलि है. भगवान बुद्ध के ज्ञान से लेकर महापरिनिर्वाण तक ये संपूर्ण यात्रा का साक्षी ये क्षेत्र आज सीधे दुनिया से जुड़ गया है.
The Prime Minister said the civil aviation sector in the country has seen an uptick in recent years.
उड़ान योजना के तहत 900 से अधिक नए रूट्स को स्वीकृति दी जा चुकी है. इनमें से 350 से अधिक पर हवाई सेवा शुरू भी हो चुकी है. 50 से अधिक नए एयरपोर्ट या जो पहले सेवा में नहीं थे उनको चालू किया जा चुका है. आने वाले 3-4 सालों में कोशिश ये है कि देश में 200 से अधिक एयरपोर्ट, हेलीपोर्ट और सी प्लेन की सेवा देने वाले वाटर ड्रोम का नेटवर्क भी देश में तैयार हो.
The Prime Minister said the nation has taken a big step recently with regard to Air India. He said this will infuse new life in the aviation sector. The Prime Minister said India has also recently launched the Gati Shakti National Master Plan. He said this will enhance governance and would make the various infrastructure development sectors like road and rail work with better coordination. Addressing the event held to mark the auspicious Abhidhamma Divas at Mahaparinirvan Temple in Kushinagar, the Prime Minister said the Kushinagar International Airport will ease the journey of crores of Buddhists to the land of Lord Buddha. He also said the arrival of the Sri Lankan delegation by the inaugural flight at Kushinagar International Airport today signifies the religious, social and spiritual bonds that the two countries share. He added that today the world is facing environmental problems and Buddhism has all the answers to it. The event was attended by a Sri Lankan delegation of over 100 members, including eminent Buddhist monks and dignitaries.
The Prime Minister also addressed an event in Kushinagar after inaugurating and laying the foundation stone of various development projects. He said that today the benefits of government schemes are reaching the citizens and initiatives like providing pakka houses, toilets, electricity connections, gas connections and pure water through Nal Se Jal are instilling confidence in the poor. The Prime Minister said that the double-engine government in Uttar Pradesh is taking the state to new heights. He said that the earlier governments neglected the development of the people and were only focused on the development of their families. Mr. Modi lauded the Yogi Adityanath government for providing better law and order in the state. The Prime Minister said that the world's largest vaccination program is currently underway in the country.
टूरिज्म के क्षेत्र में अब एक नया पहलू भी जुड़ गया है। वैक्सीनेशन की भारत की तेज गति से प्रगति दुनिया के लिए एक विश्वास पैदा करेगी कि अगर टूरिस्ट के रूप में भारत जाना है, किसी कामकाज से भारत जाना है, तो भारत व्यापक रूप से वैक्सीनेटेड है और इसलिए वैक्सीनेटेड कंट्री के नाते भी दुनिया के टूरिस्टों के लिए एक आश्वस्त व्यवस्था ये भी उनके लिए कारण बन सकता है.
Mr. Modi said that Uttar Pradesh is the leading state in vaccination in daily and overall vaccination. He also said that the government has helped the poor families in the rural and urban areas by providing free ration to them during the hard times of the COVID pandemic. The Prime Minister said that Yogi Adityanath's government has initiated various measures to benefit farmers. He also said that Uttar Pradesh is the land of unimaginable potential. He added that the inauguration of Kushinagar International Airport today will attract tourists in the region that will lead to the overall development of Purvanchal.
कुशीनगर इंटरनेशनल एयरपोर्ट सिर्फ एयर कनेक्टिविटी का ही एक माध्यम नहीं बनेगा, बल्कि इसके बनने से किसान हो, दुकानदार हो, यहाँ के उद्यमी हो, सभी को इसका सीधा सीधा लाभ मिलता ही है. इससे व्यापार कारोबार का एक पूरा इकोसिस्टम यहाँ विकसित होगा. इससे इस क्षेत्र के युवाओं के लिए रोजगार के भी अनेक नए अवसर बनेंगे.
With the inauguration of Kushinagar International Airport, Uttar Pradesh has got its 9th airport. These are the maximum number of airports operational in any state in the country. There are other airports lined up in the state too. The biggest airport in Greater Noida at Jewar is going to become operational by mid-2024. Ayodhya will also get the Maryada Purushottam Sri Ram Airport. Airports at Jewar in Greater Noida and Ayodhya are developed as international airports, and once these two are operational, the number of international airports in Uttar Pradesh will rise to 5. Currently, work on 10 cities is underway to build airports. These are Aligarh, Azamgarh, Muradabad, Shravasti, Chitrakoot, Sonbhadra, Agra, Saharanpur, Noida and Ayodhya.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi today said the NDA government has succeeded in instilling confidence among people in the last 6 to 7 years that it is possible to contain corruption. In a video message at the joint conference of the Central Vigilance Commission and the Central Bureau of Investigation, Mr. Modi said there is political will to attack corruption and continuous improvement is also being carried out at the administrative level. The Prime Minister said the nation is convinced that they can avail the benefits of government schemes without any middleman or commission. The conference is taking place at Kevadia in Gujarat. Mr. Modi stressed that people now believe the government will not spare the corrupt, no matter how powerful they may be. Prime Minister Narendra Modi is currently interacting with chief executive officers and experts of global oil and gas sector through video conferencing. Petroleum and Natural Gas Minister Hardeep Singh Puri is also present. This is the sixth such annual interaction, which began in 2016 and marks the participation of global leaders in the oil and gas sector who deliberate upon key issues of the sector and explore potential areas of collaboration and investment with India. The broad theme of today's interaction is promotion of clean growth and sustainability. The interaction is focusing on areas like encouraging exploration and production in the hydrocarbon sector in India, energy independence, and gas-based economy. Focus is also on areas like emissions reduction through clean and energy-efficient solutions, green hydrogen economy, enhancement of biofuels production, and waste-to-wealth creation. CEOs and experts from leading multinational corporations and top international organizations are participating in this exchange of ideas.
Under the world's largest vaccination drive, over 99 crore 12 lakh COVID vaccine doses have been administered in the country so far. A total of 14,623 new cases of COVID-19 were also reported in the last 24 hours. The recovery rate is currently at 98.15%, which is the highest since March last year. Over 19,400 people recovered in the last 24 hours, taking the total recoveries to over 3 crore 34 lakh 78,000. Active cases account for less than 1% of the total cases. In our bilingual live phone-in program Corona Jagrukta series, Dr. N.K. Arora, Chairman of National Technical Advisory Group on Immunization, will be with us today to answer the queries related to coronavirus. Listeners can ask questions to the expert from 9:30 p.m. on the toll-free number 1800115767 and on the telephone number 011-233-14444. You can also post your queries on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts by #AskAir. This live program can be heard on FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:30 p.m. onwards. This program will also be available on our website newsonair.nic.in and on our YouTube channel News on AIR Official. In Uttarakhand, the death toll in rain-related incidents has gone up to 52 as 6 more bodies buried in the debris were retrieved from different parts of Kumaon division today. 49 people have died in the Kumaon region alone so far, while 5 people are still missing. 17 people who were also injured in rain-related incidents. Relief and rescue operations are going on in full swing in the state. The National Disaster Response Force, NDRF, has rescued more than 1,300 people from disaster-affected areas of the state and has enhanced its rescue teams from 15 to 17. Chief Minister Pushkar Singh Dhami is continuously visiting the disaster-affected areas and monitoring the relief and rescue work. The Chief Minister has announced an ex gratia payment of 4 lakh rupees for the family of the deceased.
पूरा प्रयास है कि जो सड़क बंद है उन सड़कों को सबसे पहले खोलें और जो लोग अभी आपदा में प्रभावित हुए हैं, बहुत सारे लोगों के अभी भी घरों में पानी घुसा हुआ है, उनको खाने पीने की कोई कमी न हो किसी प्रकार की, उनके लिए व्यवस्था करने के लिए सभी प्रशासन को निर्देशित कर दिया गया है। 4 लाख का तत्काल मुआवजा देने को लोग कहा है जहां पर मृत्यु हुई है जिन परिवारों में, और साथ ही साथ प्रत्येक डीएम को 10-10 करोड़ रुपए जो है आपदा राहत के लिए ऐसा स्वीकृत कर दिया गया है।
Meanwhile, the Char Dham Yatra has been resumed from today except for the Badrinath Yatra as the route leading to the shrine has been blocked at few places following landslides. About 8,000 pilgrims were sent to Kedarnath Dham today. In Kerala, even as the intensity of rain decreases, authorities had urged to remain on high alert, especially those in landslide-prone regions and in riverside areas. Met Department has forecast that the high-intensity rains are expected to last till Sunday. Heavy thunderstorms are also expected. Tomorrow, orange alert is issued in 3 districts in Idukki, Kottayam and Pathanamthitta. The northern west monsoon is likely to arrive by the 26th of this month in the state. According to official estimates, heavy rain in the state has claimed 42 lives so far. You're listening to the evening news on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurates Kushinagar International Airport in Uttar Pradesh, says it will ease journey to the land of Lord Buddha. Government has political will to attack on corruption. Continuous improvement is carried out at administrative level, says Prime Minister. India is fast approaching 100 crore COVID-19 vaccine doses milestone. Over 99 crore 12 lakh COVID vaccine doses administered so far. Death toll in rain-related incidents rises to 52 in Uttarakhand. Relief and rescue operations are in full swing. President Ram Nath Kovind to participate in centenary celebration of Bihar Legislative Assembly building tomorrow. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar calls on Israel Prime Minister Naftali Bennett. UPSC opens helpline for candidates belonging to SC, ST, OBC, EWS and persons with benchmark disabilities. 52nd International Film Festival of India to be held in Goa in hybrid format from November 20th to 28th. And in Men's T20 Cricket World Cup, India beat Australia by 8 wickets in the second warm-up match in Dubai. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts.
चलो मिलकर एक शुरुआत करें, चलो एक फैसला आज करें, मास्क नहीं तो टोकेंगे, कोरोना को रोकेंगे, चलो एक इरादा करते हैं, चलो कुछ वादा करते हैं, मास्क नहीं तो टोकेंगे, कोरोना को रोकेंगे।
आजादी के अमृत महोत्सव के पावन अवसर पर आकाशवाणी समाचार के कार्यक्रम परिक्रमा में गुरुवार को शाम 4:45 पर सुनिए देश की आजादी की लड़ाई में अपना अमूल्य योगदान देने वाले भारतीय स्वतंत्रता संग्राम के सिपाही की वीर गाथा।
Welcome back to the evening news. President Ramnath Kovind reached Patna this afternoon on a 3-day visit to Bihar. Governor Phagu Chauhan, Assembly Speaker Vijay Kumar Sinha, Chief Minister Nitish Kumar and several dignitaries welcomed the President at the airport. The President was accorded a guard of honor on his arrival. During the visit, President Kovind will participate in the celebration marking the centenary of the Bihar Legislative Assembly building tomorrow. The President will also lay the foundation stone of the centenary memorial tower and plant a sapling of Bodhi tree in the Assembly premises before addressing the main function. Bihar Assembly Speaker Vijay Kumar Sinha said through the centenary celebration, the new generation will come to know about the glorious past of the Assembly. In the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, a Lashkar-e-Taiba LET district commander was among 4 terrorists killed by security forces in 2 separate encounters in South Kashmir today. Giving details, police said that 2 terrorists were killed by security forces in a gunfight that broke out between terrorists and security forces in Ragad area of Shopia district this morning. 1 army soldier also attained martyrdom in the operation. In another encounter, district commander of LET terror outfit was among 2 terrorists killed in a brief gunfight at Sopat area in Kulgam district this evening. Union MOS Shipping, Ports and Waterways Shantanu Thakur has reiterated the commitment of the central government and UT government towards progress and prosperity of Jammu and Kashmir. He arrived at Pahalgam in South Kashmir's Anantnag district today on a 2-day visit to Pahalgam as part of the public outreach program. He inspected stalls of various line departments and was given a brief description of the welfare schemes being run by the respective departments. The minister interacted with beneficiaries of various welfare schemes and took stock of ground-level implementation of the schemes. Talking to AIR News in Pahalgam, the minister said he is pleased with the effective implementation of various welfare schemes being run by the government and appreciated the efforts of frontline workers in dissemination of benefits to the public.
प्रधानमंत्री जी ने जो स्कीम लिए हैं यहाँ आके तो देखे हैं वो सब स्कीम का बहुत अच्छी तरह से उसका इस्तेमाल हो रहा है और हमारे जितने सारे सरकारी जो अधिकारी लोग हैं ये भी अच्छी तरह से इन लोगों को ख्याल भी रख रहे हैं, ये चीज का ख्याल रख रहे हैं। बहुत बढ़िया चल रहा है, आगे जाके भी ये चीज बहुत बढ़िया बनेगा।
External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar, who is on a 5-day visit to Israel today, called on Prime Minister Naftali Bennett. He conveyed the greetings of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. In a tweet, Dr. Jaishankar said, "It was a warm and rich discussion on realizing the full potential of the strategic partnership." He said Prime Minister Bennett's purposeful and focused approach to it was deeply encouraging. The External Affairs Minister said the Prime Minister's sharing of his strategic perspectives was also very valuable. He said India and Israel will work more closely to realize their partnership's vision for the next 30 years. Dr. Jaishankar also called on President of Israel, Isaac Herzog. The External Affairs Minister said the conversation covered changes in the geopolitical landscape. He deeply appreciated the Israel President's visible commitment to taking the bilateral ties to the next level. India has expressed its strong opposition to China's Belt and Road Initiative BRI and its flagship project, the so-called China-Pakistan Economic Corridor CPEC, at the just concluded second UN Global Sustainable Transport Conference in Beijing. Priyanka Sohani, the first secretary at the Indian Embassy in Beijing, while stating India's position, hit out at China's BRI, where her mic surprisingly went silent precisely at the point when she was highlighting New Delhi's objection to the controversial projects. The conference was hosted by China in Beijing from the 14th to the 16th of October under the aegis of the UN Department of Economic and Social Affairs, DESA.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi will inaugurate the Infosys Foundation Vishram Sadan at the National Cancer Institute in Jhajjar campus of AIIMS, New Delhi at 10:30 a.m. tomorrow through video conferencing. He will also deliver an address on the occasion. Health Minister Mansukh Mandavia, Haryana Chief Minister Manohar Lal Khattar and Chairperson of Infosys Foundation Sudha Murthy will be present on the occasion. The 806-bedded Vishram Sadan has been constructed by Infosys Foundation as part of corporate social responsibility. The Vishram Sadan will provide air-conditioned accommodation facilities to the accompanying attendants of cancer patients who often have to stay in hospitals for longer duration. The Union Public Service Commission, UPSC, has opened a helpline for the candidates belonging to the Scheduled Caste SC, Scheduled Tribe ST, other backward classes OBC, economically weaker sections EWS, and persons with benchmark disabilities. The toll-free number 800-11-8711 has been set up with an objective to assist these candidates who have applied or are intending to apply for the Commission's examinations or recruitments. The helpline will remain operational on all working days during the office hours. As our nation celebrates the 75th year of independence, a series of events are being organized by the government as part of Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Let's listen to our special program, Azadi Ka Safar, highlighting the importance of the day during the freedom struggle.
Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav.
Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News. India's glorious fight for freedom is one of the greatest struggles the modern world has ever witnessed. AIR News brings you a glimpse of the valiant struggle every day. On 20th of October 1914, Bhupesh Gupta was born at Itna in the erstwhile Mymensingh district of Bengal province in British India. He studied at the Scottish Church College in the University of Calcutta. He joined the Bengal revolutionaries in his school days. He had been held in detention for 4 years and more.
Later, Bhupesh went to London and joined the clandestine group of Indian communists. He actively participated in the India League's propaganda work among the British public, pressing for India's demand for complete independence. Despite poor health, due to his years in prison, Bhupesh Gupta was singularly active, eluding the British police.
Bhupesh's circle, however, was not confined to communists. Young, old and many others were drawn to him. This way, it was not surprising that he was very friendly with Feroz Gandhi and Indira Nehru, friendships which survived many a storm. All three of them returned home by the same boat during wartime.
Coming back, Bhupesh went straight into the Communist Party's central underground, where he worked under P.C. Joshi for some time. In 1941, he came out in the open and became active in Bengal. He was one of the pioneers in setting up the Friends of the Soviet Union along with Jyoti Basu. From the days in Britain, both were close to each other.
Close comradeship continued uninterrupted until 1964, when the communist movement was split, Bhupesh choosing to stay with the CPI while Jyoti joined the leadership of the CPM. By the time independence came, Bhupesh had emerged as a young but significant political personality in Bengal. There was the promise of many heights to conquer.
He was a member of the Rajya Sabha for 5 terms from West Bengal. From 3rd of April 1952 till his death, he was a skilled parliamentarian. Bhupesh came to eminence by his fearless courage to stand up against injustice or inequity, or to uphold national dignity.
One can narrate 100 episodes bringing out Bhupesh's dauntless fight within the Rajya Sabha. He died in Moscow on the 6th of August, 1981.
Velika Kate Sangaran Achyutanathan was born on 20th of October 1923 to Sankaran and Akkamma in Purapra, Alapura, Travancore. Since he lost both parents at a very young age, he was forced to quit his studies after finishing the 7th standard. He participated in the freedom movement and the communist movement. Later, VS organized agricultural workers in Kushinagar and agitated against the rulers.
At 16, he became a dedicated organizer of choir factory workers. He was noted for his simplicity, dedication and deep reading. VS was in the forefront of the Punapra Vayalar uprising against the policies of C.P. Ramaswamy Iyer, Diwan of Travancore, who wanted to establish an American model government in Travancore. He was arrested on the 28th of October 1946 and taken to Punjar police station.
He was beaten up severely in the lockup. V.S. spent 5.5 years in jail and 4 years underground during his political life. He has also been active in parliamentary politics. He was elected as a member of Kerala Legislative Assembly 7 times.
He became the 11th Chief Minister of Kerala in 2006 at the age of 82.
That brings us to the end of this episode of Azadi Ka Safar AIR News ke Sang. See you in the next episode tomorrow.
Media registration for the 52nd International Film Festival of India, IFFI, is now open. The 52nd edition of the IFFI will be held in Goa from November 20th till November the 28th. Considering the present COVID-19 situation, the 52nd IFFI will be held in hybrid format. IFFI showcases a collage of the best of contemporary and classic films from around the globe. Media delegates who wish to attend the 52nd edition of IFFI in person may now register online at this link: my.iffigoa.org/extranet/media.
In the Men's T20 Cricket World Cup, in the second practice match, India defeated Australia by 8 wickets at ICCA Dubai. Australia won the toss, chose to bat and set a target of 153 runs. The men in blue touched the target for 2 in 17.5 overs. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi inaugurates Kushinagar International Airport in Uttar Pradesh, says it will ease journey to the land of Lord Buddha. Government has political will to attack on corruption. Continuous improvement is carried out at administrative level, says Prime Minister. India is fast approaching 100 crore COVID-19 vaccine doses milestone. Over 99 crore 12 lakh COVID vaccine doses administered so far. Death toll in rain-related incidents rises to 52 in Uttarakhand. Relief and rescue operations in full swing. President Ramnath Kovind to participate in centenary celebration of Bihar Legislative Assembly building tomorrow. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar calls on Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett. UPSC opens helpline for candidates belonging to SC, ST, OBC, EWS and persons with benchmark disabilities. 52nd International Film Festival of India to be held in Goa in hybrid format from November 20th to 28th. And with that we end the evening news. Good night.